Hi there, it's Candace and John with Hardins and Hard Hats. Today we're going to show you what we're working on in our house so far. So we've got the foundation fixed, and now we're tackling our next project, which is called the project room. So we've got furniture in here that we're going to redo and refinish, but our biggest project right now is these. We call them shiplap. We don't know if that's actually what they are, but we call them shiplap walls because that's totally in right now. So we're trying to preserve these walls. Originally they had muslin and cheesecloth on them, and so they had about 5,000 million nails, and we are taking each nail out individually, puttying them, sanding over them, and then we're going to paint over them. And hopefully, that's why we're calling it the project room, because we're not 100% sure if it's going to work. So we're going to do this room, and then we're going to see if we can salvage the rest of the boards, because the entire house is like that. So we are fingers crossed that it's going to look fantastic when we're done. So,
hey guys, John here. I'm going to show y'all what we're doing in this master bedroom, where we're taking these nails out of the wall. How Candace talked about what we're doing today. And so pretty much I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of how we're doing that. Got a hammer and a screwdriver, and so I'll show y'all. So we're just kind of getting the screwdriver right behind the nail and then just twisting it, and it's popping it out. And there we go. And you can see there, tiny little nail all over these walls. And just taking them, putting them in a bucket. And that's what we're doing today. So once we're done pulling out the nails, and I'm just showing y'all in a small little area here, what we do is we're going to take our putty and sandpaper, and all we're going to do, we take the putty and fill over the hole there. We're going to take our sandpaper, get it nice and smooth so you can't feel a hump and there's no bump in there. And then we go on to the next one. Smooth it out a little bit. And there you go. Hey guys, here's just a quick pan of the room.
I wanted to show you guys the different stages of walls that we've got going on right now. So this is what a wall looks like before it is going to get painted. So all the nails are out, all of the holes are filled and sanded, and this wall is ready to have its first coat of primer. Now if we head over to this wall here, so this wall is not quite ready. It has a few holes that still need to be filled, but I just wanted to show you this wall because it shows you the caulking that we did. We were trying to fill in these cracks so that it wouldn't look so woodsy, like wood all over the place. But after about a month of it sitting here, it's Texas, so the ground has shifted with the soil, and so the caulk is starting to just open up. So we've decided not to caulk anymore, so that's why this wall over here is finished, because we decided not to caulk anymore. So I just kind of wanted to show you, you know, a little bit of trial and error that went on with this wall. So yeah. Okay, so let's move on to this wall. So this wall has its first coat of primer on. So if I don't know, you might not be able to tell, we caulked this wall a few months ago, and like I'm saying, like I said about the other wall, it has, so you're starting to see the cracks, but it doesn't really look bad. It just looks like it's wood planks. So again, we decided not to caulk. Really, just these 3 boards right here are done. This, I don't know if you can tell, all these little holes, these are the nail holes that we didn't caulk or putty over. So when it was kind of another trial and error thing, we thought, well, what if maybe we can save a lot of time by not caulking and puttying them and see what it looks like if we just primer it. Well, that's what it looks like, and it doesn't look good. So, so we did caulk these holes up here. These 3 panels, we painted them white, and they look really good. The only thing we can see is that there's still the yellow tint of the wall, but again, we're going to put another primer coat, and then we're going to finish it off. We don't know exactly what color yet, but it's going to be gorgeous. So yeah, so that's where we are with the stages of the wall. Hey guys, it's Candace here with Hardins and Hard Hats. Today is priming day, so we are in the project room. We have, about an hour ago, we primed all the walls in the room. So if you remember from last time, we were talking about how we weren't going to caulk these, and because we had caulked them before, and the ground shifted a little bit from the foundation, so that made little cracks, and so we decided, well, we just won't caulk it, no big deal. So this is how it turned out when we didn't caulk the walls at all. And if we can pan over here to this side, this is what it looks like when we did caulk it. So, which it doesn't look bad the other way, but we feel like if the entire house is going to be the shiplap boards, we don't want that much of a bold farmhouse look for everything. So we're going to go back to the priming that we've done, and we're going to re-caulk everything and then prime it all over again. So trial and error with this. Was there anything you wanted to say? No? Okay, so yeah, so hopefully next time we film we'll have some gray. Thanks. So now that you've seen the final results of our painting the master bedroom project, I just wanted to give you a little update on how things are going. So we absolutely love how this turned out. It was obviously worth the hard work that we did, because we are going to do the rest of the house this way. We're gonna go and take all the nails out, caulk all the lines, putty and sand all over again everywhere else, because it is absolutely gorgeous and it does not look too farmsy, farmhousey, however you want to say that. If you notice that we did leave the ceiling lines uncaulked, so it's the white, we just painted it with primer and left it exposed like that. So we are actually really digging that also. So we're gonna do the whole house that way. At least we'll save ourselves a little bit of time by not having to caulk the lines on the ceiling. But yeah, so we absolutely love it. In case you were wondering, the paint color is Grizzle Gray. It's a Sherwin-Williams paint, and we got it during their 40% off sale, so we got a really good deal on this paint. The thing that we used the most was the primer. Geez, we probably used, I see 5 buckets of primer in this room, but we've learned from our trial and errors that you've seen, so hopefully we will not be using 5 buckets of paint in every single room of this house. Yeah. The other thing is, in the video you saw there, you maybe saw, the trim and all the windows are still taped. We still have to put a final coat on this. We've been doing the shiplap removal in the bedroom next to me. So we've have really long boards in here and they've been hitting the doors and the walls and everything. So we didn't want to put our final coat of paint until we were completely ready to start staging and everything, until it's like our final step. But yeah, thanks so much for sticking around and watching the whole entire video and sticking around to the very end. We really appreciate it, and stay tuned for our next video. Thanks, guys.